It is time to officially recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel.
When President Trump made this announcement, one man likely smiling was Republican mega-donor Sheldon Adelson. The staunchly pro-Israel casino magnate gave $25 million to a political action committee supporting Trump, and $5 million to Trump's inauguration festivities. The two weren't always on the same page. During the campaign, Trump said the billionaire was trying to make Marco Rubio his perfect little puppet.
Guess what, guys? I'm back. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I am back. I'm not the only thing that's back, though. We've got some stuff to talk about, guys. Some things have returned as well as me.
Adelson, who's a college dropout who grew up poor, eventually got behind Trump once he won the Republican nomination. But during Trump's first summer in office, Adelson was disappointed that the president hadn't moved the American embassy from Jerusalem to Tel Aviv on day one of his presidency like he said he would. But now that Trump is recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital, he seems to be setting in motion a plan to move the embassy.
And Jerusalem should ultimately form a shared capital between the Israeli and Palestinian states.
The move has been called reckless by foreign leaders and goes against the wishes of the Secretaries of State and Defense. But faced with this evangelical and pro-Israel backers like Adelson, or alarming the rest of the world, the president sided with his base and with one of his biggest
U.S. President Joe Biden has signed an executive order settlers for attacking Palestinians in the occupied West Bank. Violence against Palestinians by Israeli soldiers and settlers in the West
Are you
Bank
someone who doesn't bend to the will of the conventional wisdom? Someone who rebels, who questions authority, who doesn't just watch the mainstream media and go along with the bandwagon mentality? If so, www.TommyNationPolitics.com.
Have you ever wondered how one individual can have such an impact, a profound impact, on a nation's policies and public perception in the echelons of elite Republican mega donors? One could argue he was the man. He was a kingmaker. He was an administration builder. For 2 decades, he was the money behind the most sought after in the Republican campaign finance, as well as the Republican. A significant supporter of Israel, dedicating a large part of his wealth to Israel, dedicating a large part of Israeli wealth interests, and strengthen the relationship between the United States and, of course, Israel, thus nurturing, weaponizing what we now have come to know as the AIPAC.
One of the words we keep hearing about Sheldon Adelson is philanthropist. His generosity may be most apparent in his contributions to Jewish organizations locally and globally. One of those programs is called Birthright Israel that has, to date, sent over 750,000 young Jewish adults from around the world on a trip to Israel to learn about its history and culture. We spoke with the president and CEO of Jewish Nevada, Stephanie Tuzman, who called Birthright Adelson's passion project and said his generosity was well known overseas.
When you travel to Israel, it's funny, and if you tell people that you're from Las Vegas, people go, "Oh, you know Sheldon." So Sheldon was very philanthropic in Israel, and his name was definitely synonymous with philanthropy there.
AIPAC is a pro-Israel lobbying group that seeks to strengthen the United States and Israel, the relationship, but through advocacy, through political spending. It works to influence the United States policies and supports pro-Israel candidates in elections, and engages in lobbying efforts to try to succumb the Congress and the executive branch into heel. AIPAC is a major political action committee. It funds campaign